This is a short video demonstrating how to format Word documents for all of the assignments in this course. That is what is required, that you use Microsoft Word and upload those documents in order to complete assignments. So the first thing you're going to want to do is open up Microsoft Word. On my computer, I have it located in my dock, and I simply click on this and it opens Word. However you need to open Word on your computer, go ahead and do that. And then once you have Word open, you go to the File menu up here, you click on it, and you create a new blank document. And so here we have a new blank document in Word. It's at 150%. I'm going to go down to 125 because the first thing we want to format are the margins and the spacing and the font size and all of that for the entire document. For my courses, I want all of the documents turned in Times New Roman. So in order to make sure that happens, you go here on the Home tab. If this isn't showing, okay, click on the Home tab and it will give you all of your menu options. So the first thing you want to do is make sure it's Times New Roman here in the font style. There's two ways to do this. You can go to the drop-down menu, everything is listed alphabetically, or you can, the first few you've used. You go all the way down past the S's to Times New Roman, and you click on Times New Roman. And it will show here in the box. There's another way, or a faster way to do it, where you triple click and you simply type in Times New Roman, then you tab over and you make sure this is 12 points. If you can also select it from the drop-down menu as well. The next thing you want to make sure of is that you have 1-inch margins all around for the entire document. There are two ways to do this. The first way is to go to Format, Document, and it makes sure these are all 1 inch. In this case, mine is already set up with 1 inch, but if this was a different number, you could either toggle it, or you could simply triple click and type in a 1, then tab, 1, tab, 1, tab, 1, tab, and then say OK. You can also set your margins using the layout menu here. Here's margins, and you can simply say 1 inch all around, normal, right? So those are the ways you set margins. So now we have Times New Roman as our font. It's at 12 point, and we have 1 inch margins all around. The next thing you want for your document is that everything should be double spaced. Again, there are two ways to do this. The first way is to go here, again in your Home tab, and right now I'm set at single space 1. You go down to 2, you collect 2, and everything you type from then on will be double spaced. The other way to set this is to format up here, format the paragraphs. And here you have the line spacing, double spaced, okay? And once you select double, you say OK. So those are two ways you can set the spacing on your document. Now, once you have done that, the first thing you need to do for all of my assignments is provide a heading. And in the guidelines and instructions, I give very specific headings for each thing. So for the annotated bibliography, and that is what I'll be using again to demonstrate how to set up a document, the heading should be aligned right. So that means it should be on this side. Right now my cursor is blinking here. So if I begin typing, it would be here. That is not where I want it. I want it over here. So there's two ways to do this again. The first way is in your Home tab, you have these alignment buttons. I want to align right. Now it's blinking right. Another way to do it is you format the paragraph, and under the alignment part in indents and spacings, you would click right and say OK. In the annotated bibliography, I want your first name and your last name. I want the course number, ART, whatever number, and the title, Art History 1, Art History 2, whatever you need to put here, whatever course you're taking with me. And then finally, I need to know what the assignment is. And in this case, it's annotated bibliography. And then I hit the return key. Now, the cursor is still aligned right. For the remainder of the assignment, you want it aligned left. Again, there are two ways to do this. You hit the alignment button up here, align left, and you can see it's here. Or again, you can format your paragraph and select left and say OK. Either way will work. Now that you have it here, we need to begin to format indents and all of those kinds of things for your annotated bibliography. For purposes of time, I'm going to just go ahead and copy and paste the information I want to use rather than type it in. But at this point in time, you would be typing it in. So I've typed it in, and here it is. And when I copied and pasted it, you can see that this is incorrect. This is the wrong font. So what I need to do is select the entire thing and go up here and once again either drop down or type it in. And I'm going to select to type it in because that's faster for me. And 12 point. There you go. Now it's good. Okay. The thing is, though, it's not indented properly. The citation needs to be a hanging indent. Okay? A hanging indent. And so the way to do that is to select the entire thing. Okay? And to use these little toggle things on the rulers. The ruler that is showing. Now, if your ruler is not showing, you need to go to View. And let me unclick my ruler just to show you what I mean. See, there's no ruler up here for me to use those little toggles. So what you need to do is go to View, and you need to say Ruler. Click the ruler, and here it is. It's showing. And let me get a little closer so you can see. So right now, there's no indent. Let me get rid of this. Okay, there's no indent right now. So what you want to do is click and indent a 1/2 inch. And then you need to click on the top one and move it over a 1/2 inch. This is a hanging indent, and that's how you use these little toggles. It takes a bit of practice. You don't get it right on the first go. Then you can always just go edit and undo formatting. And it will undo your formatting so that you can try again. So let's do it one more time. You grab the whole thing, move it over to 1/2 inch, and then you go and grab just the top one, and you have to wait till the little line show. There we go. Whoop, that's the bottom one. It takes practice. There we go. I think that's right. Now, there you go. See? And I've been doing it for a while, so it takes a lot of practice. Okay, so let's say there's another way to do this as well. Let me undo what I've done. The other way to do that is to format your paragraph. But you make sure you have it highlighted. You format your paragraph again. And under indentation, there's a little drop-down menu that says Special. You go to that and you say Hanging Indent. You click it. You make sure it's at 0.5 inches. If not, then you've got to toggle it until it's where you want it to be. So 0.5. okay? And you see there's a preview here. You say, okay, and it will automatically do it for you. So let me show you that again. You highlight it. You go to Format, Paragraph. Under Special, under Indentation, you say Special, and you say Hanging. And there you have it. Okay. For this section, you leave it flush right, and you can leave it flush right if you would like, or you can have the first line indented. And the easiest way to do that is, again, to go to Format, Paragraph, Special, First Line, point 5, okay. That's how you format a book entry for your annotated bibliography. Do not number it. I'm going to repeat that. Do not number your entries, okay? So now let's go ahead and do one for an image. And I selected an image from George O'Keeffe. And again, this is the exact example I give you in the directions for your annotated bibliography. Now, O'Keeffe comes before Spivey alphabetically. So I'm going to space, space, and then go up 1, 2 with my pointer. And I'm going to enter it. Now that's too much space. Let's do this. Okay. So as you can see, and I've just copied and pasted this in. As you can see, first off, the font's wrong. Wherever I typed it before is not working. So I'm going to have to highlight it, select Times New Roman or type it in, select 12 point, and there we go. It's correct now. Again, you can do that with the drop-down menus. Okay, so the entry, not the annotation. This is the annotation part, okay? This is what the picture is about. What I want to do is the citation part, and it needs to be a hanging indent. So again, we can use the slider bar and go at the 1/2 inch. And then select this until the little line shows. Oh, wrong one. There we go. And slide it over. Okay, or let me undo that. I'm just going to undo it. You can go to Format, Paragraph, Special, under Indentation, Hanging Indent. Oh, look at this. Nope, we want it point. Oops. We want it 0.5. Okay, I typed it in. And you say, okay, and there you have it, right? Now this is showing all on one line because it's not hyphenated, and I prefer it that way. Okay, and then now you have to indent your annotation if you want to, or you can leave it flush right. It doesn't matter to me. But if you do want to, you can use your toggles, or again, you can format the paragraph, special, first line, 0.5. Okay. Do not number them. List them alphabetically by artist or by author or by editor. If all there is a title, then a title. Okay? And so this is how you need to format your assignments.